Hi everyone, Matteo here, and today we are going to open a new bag of coffee. I am actually very excited for this bag because this coffee is coming from one of my favorite coffee roasters, which is Coffee Collective. This is a roastery based in Denmark, in Copenhagen, and I really like their style of roasting the coffee, also the selection of coffee they have. And the coffee that I'm going to brew in this light roast series is Wash Geisha from Peru. And here on the bag it says that it is elegant and sweet with notes of jasmine, bergamot and raspberries. Very excited, to be honest. Let's see how the coffee will taste with the first brew. I will brew it with the Orea Narrow first. I think I'm going to try also with the V60 because I'm curious to understand also with conical how the coffee is going to taste. But let's start with the Orea Narrow, and I'm going to use the open bottom just because I want to change. I want to change the bottom of the Orea. I always find like a good result with the open base, and so yeah, let's try this coffee, Peruvian Geisha from Coffee Collective, and let's see how it will go. So let's open the bag. All right. As always, love the smell of freshly open bag of coffee. All right, let's see the beans. Pretty light, and that is perfect for this series. So, how we end up with the last episode. I was struggling a bit to brew the previous coffee as the first one, light roast. It's a pretty tough coffee to brew. Hopefully this one is not, but I don't know. We will see in this video. So in the last episode, I shared with you two different approaches that I used for the previous coffee from Gringo. And one it was more intense, sweet as well. We use a shorter ratio, less pulse. And the other one, instead, we went for a 6 pulse, more water, grinding coarser, and we achieved a very nice cup that really surprised me. So if you didn't go to check the video, I suggest you to go to check because it's a very interesting approach to achieve a good cup of coffee for that specific beans, but I'm not ruling out that method for other coffees like this one. I don't know yet, so we will see, we will discover. That is the beautiful thing of making this video, to discover different coffees, try to use the same technique, the same strategies that we used for the previous ones, and see how they react. So the end goal here is to find a good starting approach for light roast by testing different coffees. From the previous approach, I think I'm going to start with the 6 pours method that I was using at the beginning because I want to see if with this coffee that method works. I will keep dosing 15 grams of coffee. Okay. I'm going to keep using the Comandante for this time because last time I noticed that I needed to go coarser, and so I had to change the grinder. So from the sculpture that I was using in the first video, I had to switch with the Comandante and going coarser, something that I couldn't go with the Sculptor 78S. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to stick with the Comandante. I'm going to start with 30 clicks. I'm going to grind this 15 grams of coffee, and then we are going to start to brew the coffee. And we will taste and we will see how it's going. All right, coffee is ready. Let's fit the pepper filter. I will continue to use the flat G for now, because the only variable that we want to change is the coffee at the beginning. All right. Water temperature, I'm going to start with 94 degrees Celsius. What's going to be the approach? What's going to be the recipe? Again, it's going to be 15 grams of coffee with 270 grams of water, 6 pours of 45 grams each. Easy. Let's start brewing. Okay, first pour of 45. Then we will see the drainage of the coffee. It's a wash geisha, maybe it's slow, maybe it's not, but we will see while we are brewing it. All right, let's start from the 40 seconds. And now we'll follow our pattern. Okay. All right, coffee seems pretty fast, also maybe is the base. If it's fast, it's good because it means that we're going to create agitation, we are refreshing the bed with these multiple pours, but also the contact time is not gonna be excessive, and so we will avoid to extract astringent compounds. Okay. All right, so far the coffee is draining quite well. So it's good. Now it starts to be a bit slow, but it's normal, as we saw from the previous videos, that after the third pour, things are getting a bit slow. It's fine. We will see by the taste what we will achieve. Again, if you watch the previous videos, you know, as I said, light roast need time, need the contact time. to extract very well the sweetness. Otherwise, you might end up with under extraction notes, tasting very grassy, very herbal, kind of like also like wheat. So you don't want that. Yes, it might be the acidity might be nice and bright, but then there is no structure in the coffee. And if you like that, that's perfect for you. I prefer to have more sweetness, more body, and the mouthfeel a bit more developed in the coffee. So I prefer to do this method. But we will see if it works or if we need to change. All right, coffee's done. I will say 550. That's quite a lot. The aroma is good. I was actually, wow, it's very bergamoty. Bergamot and fresh berries. So aroma, so far, so good. Floral, citrus. Now let's grab a cup and let's taste the coffee. Even from the cup, still same nice bergamot, floral. It's kind of sweet. I don't feel a lot of intensity. It's a very nice juicy mouthfeel. Not so much acidity. That's probably because the contact time was longer. So we extracted more sweetness, so we extracted more compounds that are going to balance more this acidity. So the acidity is not very bright. I mean, it's a nice coffee. It's very delicate. It's very floral. Still floral, even if the contact time was longer. I think that, yeah, for sure, we can do something more with this. I want to check the TDS and see like where we are. Just wait for a second, let's cool down the coffee and see how this is going to evolve in the cup. In the meantime, we are checking the TDS. The TDS 1.28%, which is okay. We saw even from the previous video the fact that TDS is not going to affect a lot. It can be a good reference to understand, but that doesn't dictate if the flavor is good, if the flavor is not. Number is good for references, okay? I will repeat this every time. Trust your tasting buds. But from this we can understand, meaning like, okay, TDS is 1.28. We can push a bit more. Yes, what we can do is to reduce the amount of water. So instead of using 270 grams of water, we can use 250 grams of water. In this way, what we're going to do, we are going to increase the TDS, maybe 1.35, 1.37, and also decrease the extraction. So maybe we will have a more bright acidity. Should I keep 6 pours? The problem is that I'm going to reduce 20 grams of water, where I'm going to take out these 20 grams of water. From 4 pours, I need to take out 5 grams, so I might do 45, 45, 40, 40, 40, 40. Coffee is getting colder and becoming juicier. Nice mouthfeel. So yeah, I think that we are close to this, but I think like we should try with 20 grams less. I'm going to reset everything. 1 second, I'm back. Perfect, I'm back for brewing the second one. Again, Orea V4 narrow with the open bottom and the flat paper filter. I will wait again 15 grams. Okay, 15 grams that I'm going to grind quickly with the Comandante hand grinder at 30 clicks. So we keep the same. The water is already at 94 degrees Celsius. Grind the coffee and we are going to brew with this second approach that we are going to try, and we will see if we can get like a nice intensity with a brighter acidity. Okay? Place the coffee and let's start. First pour is going to be 45 grams. Okay, keep the same. All right, let's keep waiting until we are at 40 seconds. Let's go. Another 45 grams, so we arrive at 90. Okay. Now let's put 40. Another 40. See, here is where the drainage start to slow down a bit. All right, the fifth pour, and then we're going to apply the last 40 grams for a total of 250 grams of water. Sorry, I said too many times 40, so my mind got. All right, let's go with the last one. Okay. Okay, we're almost done. Okay, let's call it 5:30. All right, 5:30. So we are 20 seconds faster than the previous one. Makes sense because we are 20 grams less of water. So let's say that the drainage is very in line with the previous one, but having 20 grams less of water running down the coffee bed is going, probably, hopefully, for sure, it's going to change something. Okay. Aroma, it's very in line with the previous one. It's very bergamoty, citrusy. It's less intense than the previous one. I think I feel more the jasmine this time, bergamot and also the jasmine. Before, I didn't find a lot of jasmine. So we gain a bit more florality in the aroma. Let's taste it. Let's put some coffee. So far is more floral, so we gain a lot of more white flower, less fruitiness from the raspberries or any red fruits. I feel also less bergamot in this brew. It's very jasmine, it's very floral actually. Delicate again, even more delicate. The aftertaste has the same medium lasting quality that had before. I was expecting like the acidity to be more citrusy, a bit more malic, more delicate, the acidity. I was expecting something a bit more citrusy, to be honest. Let's check the TDS. So I'm expecting to have a higher TDS, as I was saying before, because we use 20 grams of water or less. Now it starts to cool down the coffee, it starts cooling down, it starts to gain this juiciness that makes me very happy. That is good. So yeah, the TDS of the coffee is 1.39. We went from 1.28 from the previous one to 1.39. Higher TDS, that's what we wanted. We had a brighter acidity. I like this coffee. It's very delicate. It's very nice geisha, like what do you want to expect? You know, like floral, jasmine, it's a lot. Now it starts to be juicier. The mouthfeel, it's juicier. Also the aftertaste starts to be longer, more juicy before, compared to the previous one. Maybe the previous one was a bit, not say over extracted, but adding too much sweetness. Maybe it was very balanced and didn't have this kind of like this complexity that is developing right now. Still very floral. The bergamot is not shining in this cup compared to the previous one. This one is more white, floral, jasmine. I was expecting brighter, but of course we are brewing with a flat bottom dripper. It's time to try with a conical. I'm going to try the same recipes with the V60. I'm going to keep this on the side. It's going to be cold, but it's fine. At least we can kind of like compare more or less the difference in between. 1 second, reset everything, another brew. All right, I am back and ready to brew with the V60. 15 grams of coffee, 30 clicks with the Comandante, water 94 degrees Celsius, using the V60 plastic, the 02 with the Ario V60 paper. Let's do basically the same recipe as I did with the Orea, and we will see if there is any difference with the V60 if we brew with conical, and which ones are going to be the differences. Let's go. 45. I'm expecting to have from this coffee more acidity, a brighter acidity, a bit less sweetness, like we should expect from a conical method, let's say. But let's see if we're gonna have some surprises. We don't know until we taste. Is it going slower? Looks like slower. It's going a bit slow. I was expecting it to, let's say, drain a bit faster with this grind size. Maybe the coffee is very dense. That can be possible. We will taste it anyway, so let's see what we will achieve. Maybe a bit more sweetness, brightness. Let's see if we can keep it in the cup. We will see. Doesn't drain. It's taking so much time. I'm gonna cut the video for sure. All right, let's do the last pour. We are at 7 minutes, so we're doing the last pour to reach 250 grams. 7 minutes is a lot. We will see in the cup what we will get. I'm expecting to have a bit more astringency, to be honest. We will see. Not very satisfied. I don't like when brews are very slow, honestly. All right. 10 minutes 50. It's a bit long, isn't it? Drainage-wise was not very successful for me, in my opinion. 10 minutes and 50 seconds brew time. It's quite long. Did it ever happen to you in the past when you're brewing something like a new coffee, a bit light, a bit dense, and you're going with the same strategy that you go for other coffees and you get this kind of like long total brew time? Comment and let me know if this ever happened to you. The aroma is very similar to the first one with Orea, when it was like longer contact time, longer water. It's more sweet, but let's see the taste. All right, it's not terrible, but it's very flat. It's a bit dry. I think this is a good quality coffee. So when you have a really good quality coffee, the bitterness is always reduced, but yeah, you don't get the best out of it. Yeah, compared to the previous one, I was drinking this one from the Orea when we tried the second recipe by reducing 20 grams of water. It was way better. So I'm going to keep this as a last sip, so I will have a good memory after the video. But yeah, so I think this was a fail. This brew with the V60 conical with the V60 paper. I think I know what to do, but this I will do in the next video. I know what to do, what to change to make the brew with the V60 better. Comment, try to guess what I will do. I have something in mind that I will share with you in the next video. Let's see if it works. So yeah, no, I'm not gonna drink it. I will take the TDS just for reference, but yeah, I'm not gonna drink it, unfortunately. That's very sad. I don't like to waste coffee. Sometimes when you make experiments, sometimes it happens, but unfortunately, this is part of the game. We will fix it. So I will focus more on the conical brewing in the next episode. I want to make sure that I'm able to brew the coffee with the V60, changing something, and that we will discover in the next video. TDS wise, it's higher compared to the previous one that we brew with the Orea, and is 1.50. Over 10 minutes of brewing time, the water has a lot of time to extract solids from the coffee. The problem is the quality, it's not the quantity. This is the big problem, because I'm not afraid of 1.50% of TDS. It's about like what kind of compounds during this time the water extract. This is the big problem. It's not about the quantity, it's about the quality. With the 10 minutes you extract more compounds that bring bitterness, astringency in the cup, and that will unbalance the acidity, will unbalance the sweetness of the coffee. But yeah, changing variables, you can change this. I am going to not to drink this. I will come back to this. Let's see how it tastes when it's cold. All right, the coffee keep the structure. So I'm talking about the previous one with Orea. It's cold, but keep the structure. It doesn't lose the aftertaste. It's not dry. It's still like very nice and sweet with a bright acidity. So with the second recipe, 15 grams of coffee, 30 clicks with Comandante, 250 grams of water at 94 degrees Celsius, still having the 6 pours method, but reducing 5 grams of water of the last 4 pours. So we take out 20 grams of water of total brew water. So yeah, for now, this is good. I'm going to work on the V60, on the conical, and then I will be back with a solution Of course, that's why I'm making this video. So we always need to find a solution. But anyway, overall, this is a very good quality coffee. I was excited, still excited about this coffee from Coffee Collective, this washed geisha from Peru. This video is not sponsored by Coffee Collective or even the previous one from the other roasteries. I'm just sharing with you the coffee that I have and try to make it good and balanced and share with you the method that I'm using. As always, keep commenting, guess what I will do in the next one to fix the conical. That's it for this video, that's all. Thank you very much for sticking around. It's going to be a long video. I really appreciate all your support and to be with me in this journey of brewing light roast coffee, try to understand how to get the best out of them. So, thank you very much for watching. I will see you in my next video. And in the meantime, I wish you a wonderful day and delicious, not this one, delicious cup of coffee. Ciao!